Namaste, Jai Hind, and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. Ladies and gentlemen, phase 1 of Lok Sabha 2024, 102 seats at stake here. 16.6 crore voters had the chance to take the right stand. The right stand in the interest of Bharat. The right stand is to go and cast their ballot, their mandate. Have they done so overwhelmingly? The reports indicate across the country that there has been a significant voter turnout into the 70s in many of the states and many of the seats, which is highly encouraging, especially in places like the Northeast and, surprise, surprise, ladies and gentlemen, Tamil Nadu, and we'll talk about it. But let's try and understand why this is significant. 16.6 crore voters casting their ballot on the first phase of Lok Sabha 2024. This battle for Bharat gets underway. A total of 97 crore voters who will cast their ballot across the 7 phases. 1/6 of those voters were going into the first phase, which has a maximum number of seats. And this is where the BJP is not defending more, it's actually got to make more ingress. 16.6 crore had the chance to go vote, ladies and gentlemen. Go vote is also a campaign here at CNN News 18, urging everybody to go and cast their mandate. Then what? The next story, as we look at it, the big story, the big focus is on the state of Tamil Nadu, where 39 seats were up for grabs. 39 seats where the BJP largely is zero, ladies and gentlemen. The last time around, they were part of the NDA, an alliance with the AIADMK. That alliance did score, but the BJP did not score big in Tamil Nadu, and also the 40th seat of Puducherry. All of that up for grabs. How much will they make an ingress here? Because this is critical. This is critical to set the tone for the remaining phases, because this is where the biggest push happened in the run-up to phase 1. A ballot, also a referendum on the new alliances that have been stitched. Try, cannot fight in Tamil Nadu. The INDI alliance, all of them coming together. What's on, what's not. Blow hot, blow cold equations. Regional Chhatraps also wanting to protect their turf while having national ambitions. Again, 400 par. This is the start. And well begun is half done. Out of these 102, the last time around, the BJP had 39. Can they improve their strike rate and get up to 60 seats here? There are 36 seats which were neither won by the DMK, Congress or the BJP in 2019. How much of a dent is the BJP going to make in those 36 and increase their strike rate? They're contesting 67, 17 more than last time, if my memory serves me right. So all of this will set the course, will set the narrative, ladies and gentlemen, of this 400 par dream that's being pushed. Because in a lot of the other phases, BJP is already maxed out. They're actually defending. They don't have to make too much of ingress in most of the other phases. Yes, there are some other places which have not yet been tested, but the biggest test was the state of Tamil Nadu. Is that going to happen? We'll have to wait and watch. Has the PM South push had an impact? Has Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his Doot on ground, Annamalai, have they really made a dent and gone to the voter who has been so far dispassionate, disinterested in the voting process? Have they been also able to wean away a lot of people who are looking for an alternative from the Dravidian ideology? Big question. And of course, the big election showdown, phase 1 holds the key. The opposition gaining momentum, or the BJP saying, we are rolling on. This juggernaut is not stopping. This tone will be set as the final numbers settle by about 9 p.m. by the time we wind up this edition of The Right Stand, ladies and gentlemen. But the numbers that are coming in so far, 6 p.m. numbers, 7 p.m. numbers, very, very encouraging as far as the voter is concerned, the voter's perspective is concerned. Let's quickly also take a check as to what's happened. The stars have stepped out to vote, and this is encouraging to see, especially in Tamil Nadu, from Dhanush to Rajnikant to Kamal Hassan, Sadhguru and Ajit. There you have so many other, all of them stepping out. Surya was there. Everybody stepped out to vote. They all, A.R. Rahman came to vote. All of them stepping out to vote and trying to tell the people, we are exercising our right. We are doing our duty. Will you do so too? And look what's happened. Till about 5 p.m., it looked like Tamil Nadu is going to disappoint. It's going to be way below the overall national average. But in 2 hours, there's been a phenomenal surge, an uptake in terms of the number of voters who have come out to vote. And that means that there is a message that will come out. Is it going to be the Rivayati parties, or is it going to be a little different? We will have to wait and watch. Let's see. We've got Nalin Mehta, Swapan Das Gupta joining us. We'll have other guests also going across. But there has been a war of words too. But first, let's just take you through seat-wise and show you how Tamil Nadu has seen a surge this year in terms of the voter percentage. And if we can take those numbers, we've just got those numbers updated and it's come updated from 7 p.m. Let's have a look at those numbers if we can. Yes. Now let's you go. Kanyakumari, it was 69.8% the last time around. It is 70.15% this time. So again, there is a bump up by about 0.5% at least, but there is. The last time's average has been maintained. It's more this time around. Let's move to the next across the seats. Tamil Nadu and in Coimbatore, 71.17%. Nearly 72% in Coimbatore, whereas it was 63.9% the last time around. So this is big, ladies and gentlemen. This is big. From 64 to 72, and 8% uptake is big. Ranganathapuram, the next one, Ramanathapuram. Let's look at Ramanathapuram. Again, the BJP is in challenger mode here. And 71.5%. Again, a 3% up from the last time around. Let's look at the next constituency, Thoothukudi or Tuticorin. 70.93, that is nearly 71%. And it was 69.4 the last time. Again, about a 2% uptake there. Sivagangai, 71.05 compared to 69.9. Again, an uptick there. So more voters have come out to vote. Tirunelveli sees 70.46 compared to 67.2% the last time around. Again, an uptick. Let's look at Tirupur. The next, Tirupur also 72.02%. 1% down from last time, but somewhere close in the hunt. So should this number settle to be higher, we have to wait, because till the last person in that queue cast their ballot, the polling station will be open, although no new person will be allowed post 6 p.m. Tenkasi again 71.06% compared to 71.4%, so mirroring the last time around. So Chennai South, let's look at Chennai South. Chennai South is 11% up. Chennai South is 11% up from last time around, 57.1% and 67.82%. This is going to be signaling a change, ladies and gentlemen. Something's happening here in Chennai South. Let's look at Chennai Central. Chennai Central, the numbers again nearly an 8% up. 8% up from the last time around, 59% and 67.35%. Chennai North, let's look at this. Again, a 5% uptake. 69.26 this time compared to 64.2, and this is only at 7 p.m. So these numbers will further go up. They won't come down because some postal ballots will come. And of course, the final numbers will be aggregated around right as we speak, and we should get a fresh update then. So let's go across. So again, Nalin Mehta, Swapan Das Gupta with us in the studio. Ajay Alok, national spokesperson of the BJP, should be joining us. Tehseen Poonawalla with us. Tausif Ahmed Khan with us. And we should also have Suman C. Raman. Now, Nalin Mehta, as you're looking at the numbers, Swapanji, as you're looking at these numbers, are you enthused? Are you encouraged?
Well, I'm encouraged on two counts.
Ji.
Number one, of course, it brings in the degree of uncertainty in the results, because if there's such a change, there's bound to be. Secondly, I think far more important at this point, we can say, is that there was a narrative going around, which is that democracy in India is actually a farce. That there has been a truncation, a backsliding of democracy. If there is any one state which has very conclusively demolished such an absurd and self-serving theory, it is Tamil Nadu, and I think the voting results.
Nalin Mehta?
I totally agree with Swapan, and in fact, the percentage increases in Tamil Nadu that we are seeing in constituency after constituency, and the real gaps are in the Chennai constituencies. Typically, when you have this kind of an upsurge, it represents a new, it represents a different kind of. It is not status quo then, right?
Yeah.
Now, what it means in terms of seats and so on, we have to see which way that wind is blowing. But something interesting is happening here for sure. I think what the BJP has done is that while it's never been a force in Tamil Nadu, it has brought a new narrative to Tamil Nadu politics, a post-Periyar kind of politics beyond the old Dravidian ideology, which was defined both ADMK and
Annamalai, Vanakkam, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
You're live, sir. We are live on the show. I couldn't resist giving you a call and checking with you. What's the feedback on ground? We're given to see the latest numbers, about 72% vote share, voter turnout in Coimbatore.
Sir, one, I think with all humility, we are very happy that the people of Tamil Nadu have turned out in large numbers. Generally, the urban areas are normally the culprit areas in Tamil Nadu. This time, you see Coimbatore from 63 to 72%. Chennai has gone up by 10 percentage points, just like that, sir. And Madurai, Tirunelveli, and all urban areas, big swing. We're extremely happy and delighted. Of course, rural parts of Tamil Nadu, as usual, they voted out in big numbers. But we're extremely happy with the initial ground level reports. And we have been consistent that BJP will be close to 25%, NDA will be 30-35%, and the seats will be in double digit. We will deliver it on June 4th because it is Modi ji's magic in the ground. And everywhere, beneficiaries turned out in huge numbers. And people who want Modi ji to continue for 5 more years, they turned out in huge numbers. And the anger against DMK was palpable. We could see the booth, we could see the tables outside the polling booths where DMK was. And we are extremely confident that June 4th will be a historic chapter in Tamil Nadu's political history. Tamil Nadu will surely move away from the post-Dravidian politics, and that will be an important marker. 70 years Tamil Nadu has waited, and June 4th will herald the new arrival, a civilizational revival, resurgence, thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, not only politically, sir, culturally also. Tamil Nadu is waiting for one leader who could awaken culturally, spiritually us, and the Honorable Prime Minister has done it, and we are truly grateful for that. I might sound confident today, but the numbers speak for it. And we are reading clear trends on the ground, and June 4th will be historic for us, sir.
Well, all the best to you on that, but what changed between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m.? 5 mani to 7 mani, what happened there, sir?
So generally, that is the time, especially in urban areas, people normally come out to vote. You will see a good increase in the morning, good increase in the evening. That's how generally the change makers come. They come in 2 waves. One in the morning. Morning was fantastic, more than normal. Evening was absolutely incredible, extraordinary. And frankly speaking, sir, people did not take this as an ordinary election. And people took this as a very important election, a civilizational glory, a cultural renewal. As I said, it wanted a leader like Narendra Modi ji to make it happen, just to awaken people, just to tell people that he is there. And today it has happened, sir, because you have to understand 2019, when they manufactured the anti-Modi wave, that they felt is the peak of Tamil Nadu, anti-Modi wave, we have manufactured, it is there. You see that and today. And it is all, no sir, we are truly happy, and we are extremely grateful for Modi ji, his visits, his motivation, his belief, and more importantly, the people of Tamil Nadu's confidence with Modi ji. And it will be historic, sir.
You said 1 lakh voters are missing, BJP cadre are missing from the voter list. Is that true?
Yes, sir, it is true. Because Dravidian politics, especially DMK kind of politics, they are extremely savvy. And they use 6 months before the election to delete, and they do all kinds of things. And this is despite that. We have to understand this is despite that, sir. And they have done every tricks in the book. They stopped buses from running. They reduced buses. And many places the polling was very deliberate. They took approximately 1 vote to happen. It took about 1.5 minutes in some places. And many places DMK did Galata for the first time in Tamil Nadu, in Coimbatore. Normally we don't see DMK doing Galata. They coming, blocking the road, distributing money within the 100 meter. So they tried everything possible within their game book. But we are pretty confident. We know this will happen. And we were hoping that people have to see this and come out beyond it. And today people have made sure that we are going to come out beyond it. Whatever they do, you could check the data. Complete urban buses, they shut it down. And husband polling booth will be A, wife's polling booth will be 5 kilometers away. Just like that, juggling, they don't want a single person to vote in 2 places. And if your reporter is on the ground, if you're seeing this, to complete, they made whatever, but still people travel. People complain that travel to polling booths, they check their name, and still they voted. Because this election, that extra motivation was there, sir. And they wanted to stand with Modi ji, and they did it today. Sir,
final question. I know you're in the thick of things. Beyond Kovai, are there any successes that you're looking for the BJP?
No, sir. We are looking at all successes. Chennai, we are looking at a good sweep. Normally, when I say this, people will say, oh, Chennai sweep, it is DMK's fortress. But you mark my words, sir. Central Chennai and South Chennai will be historic. North Chennai has done extremely well. And Tirunelveli, Kanyakumari, all the southern belts have done phenomenally well. Tanjavur is 1 seat, which we are hoping and we are praying that we are going to enter into the Delta. And the North Tamil Nadu looks very good. And overall, sir, a very, very impressive turnout. Overall, we could see one Dravidian party's vote completely shifting to BJP. I don't want to take a name. because they don't get into one more controversy. I'm waiting for June 4th to let the facts prove.
Right.
And one side voting has completely happened, shifted to BJP. Urban voters have turned up in good numbers. People who don't vote now, people have taken trouble to come from different parts of the world to Chennai, to all the urban cities. And you will see, sir, it'll be a great beginning for Tamil Nadu.
Right. Interestingly, that Dravidian party you've not named at all throughout your campaign. So that you continue to hold that line. Thank you very much, Annamalai. It's good to speak with you. All the very best.
Thank you.
So that was Annamalai. Couldn't resist giving it a shot. He must have been in the thick of things, but that's what he's saying. He's saying there is a surge. There are numbers which are phenomenal, especially when he mentions Chennai South, Chennai Central, Chennai North. There are significant uptake, 5%, 10%, 9% uptake in terms of the voter turnout. That has to mean something to all. I will open it up to our other panelists also. But yes, Swapanji, I interrupted you, Nalin, when I got through to him. Yes, please complete.
So, what I was saying was that one of the things the BJP has done, in the past when it rose in West Bengal or in Telangana also separately, there it was the party of the anti-establishment. Everybody was against Mamata. The left collapsed. The BJP rose at that point. In Tamil Nadu, BJP is doing a very different thing. In Tamil Nadu, it's playing a much larger ideological challenge to the older template of Dravidian politics, which has never been kind of broken by, which has defined both ADMK and DMK. So it's almost in some ways fighting for the next election, but creating the basis for that and also it has harked back to Tamil culture and Tamil history to create this narrative, and this narrative has been fronted by the Prime Minister nationally, not just in Tamil Nadu.
Correct. And not just that, there seems to be a constituency or a group of voters who are either disaffected, as far as the Dravidian ideology is concerned, or those who never wanted to be part of the voting process because they didn't have something that drove them, and there has to be a fresh group of voters coming in.
These numbers that is difficult to understand because by conventional psephology. Because see, in 2014 and certainly in 2014 and 19, the number of new voters that came in, that was pretty much synonymous with the increase in the BJP vote share. There was a clear correlation between that, right? Now, what we are seeing in state after state, when the newer voters are voting differently from previous generation. The same, for example, in UP, younger Jats are voting differently from older Jats, including and so are Jat women. So now that's what happened in 2022. Now, if the new voters, some of this seems to be driven by new voters. If they are breaking out of the older mold, you might see something interesting here.
Right, let's just throw it open across. Ajay Alokji, thank you for your patience. Tehseen Poonawala, Tausif Khan and Sumant Raman. We'll try and go across to Sumant Raman too. Sumant Raman?
Yes, Anand.
Has your point of view changed over the last hour?
No, I don't think my point of view has changed. Look, I'll let me give you a little example. Mr. Annamalai just now mentioned about a big change in Chennai seats. Like I said, vote share improvement will happen for the BJP. But look, Chennai Central was won by a margin of 3 lakh plus votes, and Chennai North was won by a margin of 4 lakh plus votes by the DMK in 2019. And these are not margins which are easy to overturn. So it's not like, where the margins may have been 30, 40, 50,000 votes and that could be potentially overcome. These are massive margins in a bastion of the DMK. So when he talks of Chennai, I see it as an aspiration to improve vote share, which is going to happen. For instance, in Chennai Central and Chennai South, I strongly have believed that the BJP candidate will finish second in both those places, push the AIADMK down to third. Chennai North, the AIADMK candidate will finish second. But these are things which are so part of a long-term plan of improving their vote share, which is what the BJP is looking at. So 2024, as I see it for them, is to see how far they have achieved the vote share target that they may have internally set for themselves.
Right.
In terms of number of seats, I don't see a very significant number of seats. 1 or 2 is possible. It's very difficult to rule out, because there are individual factors, candidates play a role, all of these things. So it's very difficult to rule out 1 or 2 seats, because the BJP on its own has managed to win
Well,
seats in
sir,
the past
you were asking where are the 10%? There is a 10% drop here. There is a 10% gap there. Where is the BJP vote that's come? Now there is a 10% plus in Chennai. 10% plus at a time when the DMK is on the wane. The ADMK has not been able to push the level it is, and it's a three-cornered fight and not a two-way fight. So clearly there has to be some change on ground, and there are voters who were disaffected the last time around, who have now found interest and who have come back into the fray. You have to make that assumption, and you have to give some ground for that point.
Constituency in Chennai, the winning candidate secured 62% of the vote. In another constituency in Chennai, the winning candidate got 57%.
That
so 10%.
That does not mean that candidate is going to repeat that performance. You are making an assumption that candidate is going to repeat that perception. And in 2019, where Annamalai was very candid that the anti-Modi perception wave sentiment in Tamil Nadu was at an all-time high. The sentiment this time around, you would also accept, is different in 2024, 5 years down the line, because the rallies of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, his roadshow in Chennai, did draw crowds, and there was attention to what he has said. And of course, there is a lot that the BJP has also done. Ajay Alok, how would you want to look at Tamil Nadu, and do you think that's going to set the tone for the next phases, phase 2, phase 3 and thereafter? Tehseen, coming to you after that. Ji.
Well, you have to, if you think of Tamil Nadu, you have to look into totality. Like what you were speaking to Annamalai, he explained you very nicely that in 2019 they rode a anti-Modi wave, and it was primarily because we realized that it's because of our alliance with the AIADMK, and he was brave enough to cut off that alliance. Today we are not with any carry-on baggage. And let's not forget that Tamil Nadu has always witnessed a Periyar and an Annamalai 60 years ago, and today again they are witnessing another Periyar and a new Annamalai. We are not forming any different kind of policies here. It's according to the needs of Tamil Nadu. And the kind of euphoria our state president has generated and the Prime Minister has generated with this continuous endeavor, and we as a BJP workers have been working over ground. We are 24/7 political party. It's not like we got activated only during elections. For the past 5 years, every nook and corner and every block of the Tamil Nadu has been covered. Like what my friend right now said, that yes, 1 or 2 seats is not ruling out, but increase of vote percentage is there. So everybody in this panel gives us a fair chance in Tamil Nadu. Now my state president says that we are going to be in double digit and our vote share will be somewhere between 20 to 25%. Right now we are 0. So in any number of seats, if you take on the law of predictability, you will be somewhere around 8 to 12. Correct. Don't you think that is the big achievement?
But here there is another 1 year. If you see the number on your screen,
the Vidhan Sabha elections.
Ajay ji, if you see the number on your screen, 2014 the voter turnout was 73.68. BJP was nowhere in the picture. There was no three-cornered fight there. 2019 it was 71.87, so nearly 72%. And 2024 it's 72.09%. So is Tamil Nadu just holding its average? If Tamil Nadu is just where is the BJP? Another question that will come. So is it part of that same mix? Because if there is a significant addition to the BJP vote share, then there should also be a 5-6% bump up from the 2014-2019 number of 72-73%. That's not there so far. Although these are numbers till 7 p.m. I must qualify that.
That's not there, definitely. You are right. That's what Mr. Annamalai answered you. That one Dravidian party vote bank got completely shifted. And the upsurge from 2019, from 2014, the 8 to 9% average upsurge in the Tamil Nadu voting pattern, it does give an indication, and we are very confident because see, we are a very organized party. Like by tomorrow morning 8 o'clock, we'll have a figure of every booth how much we have polled, because we have Panna Pramukh who are going to prepare the reports and send it to us. So Annamalai will be in a better position to tell you exactly how many seats we are winning by tomorrow by 11 o'clock, because we'll have a detailed booth-wise report from every constituency, which no party has right now, except for BJP.
But
that's why our prediction is always
if what Annamalai is saying, Swapanji, and what Tehseen coming to after this, if what Annamalai is saying, Swapanji, and what Ajay Alok is saying, then
sorry, I didn't put Ajay Alok.
Sorry, can we increase the levels for our studio guests? They cannot hear what our guests sitting outside are saying. We've tried to work this out. I'm going to request the tech team to do this ASAP. Let me just is this a Bengal model that's happening? That the left vote shifts entirely away towards the BJP, whereas the Trinamool continues to hold on to its own voter base. So is this what that's happening? Is the party that Annamalai didn't mention, the ADMK, where the vote shift is happening towards the BJP?
See, in Bengal, if you take the Bengal analogy, in Bengal, the BJP was the third party in 2014. It was a respectable third party, but it was a third party nevertheless. In 2019, what happened, which was made all the new difference, was that the left votes were squeezed.
Right.
They were squeezed out really, and as a result, the BJP managed to emerge as the runners-up or the winner in most constituencies. It became the second party. Now, if the ADMK vote collapses, then that goes in favor of the BJP. That's really the best news for the BJP. But if the ADMK still manages to retain a share of its 27% vote which it had earlier, then I think it's clean sweep for the DMK.
Clean sweep for the DMK.
You know, that's how the work. That's how arithmetic works.
Because remember, even in Kerala in the past, the BJP has been winning in several seats, at least 5 or 6 seats, 25 to 28, even in one seat, 31-32% of the vote, but not winning. Because in this kind of a scenario, you know, that matters. I think Swapan is right about it. Depends on the whether the ADMK cadre will collapse and to what extent any kind of BJP inroad.
So actually, Annamalai must be praying that, you know, the unnamed party becomes an invisible party.
No, that's not going to be so easy, because
they've
also they are also quite strong organizationally on ground, and to weed them out or to override, unless the voter has made a mind that they want two clear ideologies. One is the nationalist ideology, or a Hindutva nationalist driven ideology that the BJP espouses, and the other one is the Periyar inspired DMK platform. So then there are two clear platforms. The ADMK somewhere looked confused. Tehseen Poonawalla, where would you stand on this one? That the vote surge between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. takes the average up on par, and does that bode well for the challenger? How would you look at Tamil Nadu, and will that set the tone for the rest of the country?
Thank you so much finally for coming to me after 30 minutes. I'll make a couple of points. I was just...
Sometimes patience bears fruit, Tehseen, not that you were never acknowledged. And I'll give you an uninterrupted time now. I won't interrupt you again. Go ahead, please.
No, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But while I took advantage of that to actually check in, Dr. Suman will bear with me, Chennai in 2019. And do you know, Anand, in the last 2 hours, the voting surged up even in Chennai. And by and large, the reports that have come in from the Election Commission to 2019 seems to be the same as what the voting percentage is last time. So it's about maybe another 1% increase that will be. So Chennai generally, because the voting happens in April, May, and it's so humid, the last 2 hours is when the voting goes up. So in any case, I think you're reading too much into it. So I'm sorry about that. Second thing, let me put my money where my mouth is. I promise you this. I promise you this. The BJP in Tamil Nadu will get as many seats as the Honorable Prime Minister's press conferences. 0. Yes, the BJP is a growing force in Tamil Nadu. Yes, their vote percentage will increase. Yes, Annamalai is making an impact. All of that is true, and yet it's a paradox. The BJP will not gain seats this time. In the future, of course, the BJP will gain. 10 years ago, 12 years ago, you would have told me, will BJP be governing Assam 2 times, Haryana 2 times, number 2 party in Odisha, West Bengal? No. Will the BJP gain in Kerala, Tamil Nadu? Yes. Is it happening this time? No. Now to the third point. These 102 seats has the BJP rattled. The top leadership is rattled with what's happened. It's a sweep against the BJP. The fact that these last 2 hours people have come out and voted anti-BJP, the BJP is in a very bad position, whether it's Maharashtra, whether it's Tamil Nadu, and they will not repeat the 30-odd seats they got last time. In fact, they're devastated. And I can say for a fact, BJP will not even emerge
who's winning all these
the single largest one.
So who is winning all these seats? Because there were 36 seats last time around out of 102 that were neither won by the Congress, nor by the DMK, nor by the BJP. They were won by others. So who's winning those 36 seats? Plus, sir, the last time around, if you remember, the Congress was 16. The BJP was 39. The DMK did better than the Congress with 24. So who's winning those seats? Please tell me. As emphatically you said that BJP is not winning it, who's winning it?
The India Alliance is sweeping these elections. These 102 has gone to the India Alliance. By and large, they've got a majority of it. By tomorrow, 11 o'clock, I can tell you what the seats the India Alliance is getting. But I can make one prediction today. Seeing what's happened in the first phase, seeing this last-minute surge of dedicated India Alliance voters coming out and dedicated voters throughout the BJP, one thing that's happening for sure, the BJP will not even end up as the single largest party after 2024.
BJP will not even end up as a single largest party after 2020. As a single largest party. 2020. And he's saying it with a straight face, Ajay Alok. So take him seriously.
Looking
so take him seriously, Ajay Alok. Yeah.
I see so much optimism in negativity today.
Tausif is also with us.
Wow.
Beg your pardon, Tausif. I'll come to you in just a bit. Yes, Ajay Alok, please complete.
No, Anand, I see so much optimism in negativity also. That's good. But where is this they're driving to? Like, I'll just give you a small example. Today, UP, 8 seats went to the poll. We are winning all 8. Uttarakhand, we are winning all 5. Madhya Pradesh, we are winning all 6. Rajasthan, 12, all 12. I'm just giving you the counting. Last time also we were 39.
UP 8
Last
seats,
time also
what
we
are
were
you
39.
saying? RLD is no longer with the INDI alliance, but despite that, it's SP and Congress which is winning all the 8 seats in Uttar Pradesh. Because BSP is also not with you. BSP has got its own way. So there is no way that BJP, RLD combined NDA can win all 8 seats in Western Uttar Pradesh, according to Tehseen Poonawalla. He said it with a...
Poonawalla doesn't understand one thing. When BSP and SP together with a very large force and with the RLD, what we were fighting in 2019, today Congress does not have even a 1% vote share of their own. Whatever they have, they are at the mercy of Samajwadi Party. This is the hard truth on the ground if you go there. Tehseen, where he comes from, Maharashtra, 5 seats went to the poll, all 5 coming to us. Tehseen knows this, but he'll keep on smiling and he'll just give you, I promise you and promise you. Because he has so much of optimism and negativity because he can't stand Modi ji. This is his problem. With so much achievements under the PM, he says this is what the PM has given to country. That's what Tamil Nadu will give the PM too. That is 0. So his concept is 0. Our concept is progressive. I don't want to go and compare what Congress is going to do and what DMK is going to do. We are here to make our line longer.
आप अपनी line
is longer in all the states that we are going.
You are focusing on what you are doing and they are also focusing on what you are doing. So everybody is focusing on what you are doing.
No, they are focusing.
That's exactly what's happening.
No, they are not focused. They are not focused. Exactly. Okay, they are focusing on what we are doing. They are not focusing how they should improve themselves.
Let me ask
Congress is going to be abysmally low, less than maybe 40.
Let me ask Tausif, if by dawn on the 20th of April, there is talk of what's happened in phase 1, how much of it is it going to affect going forward, especially with what's happening in Tamil Nadu? Do you see a similar story as in 2019 that happened with the BJP in Bengal? Tausif, thank you for your patience. No. For a second, we thought that we lost you, that you're back here on the window, so we know you're there. Go ahead, please.
So 2019 was different scenario. 2019 was the best that the BJP could ever get. So now BJP is past that. From here onward, the seats have to go down because there is no other way. In spite of being 10 years in power and in spite of using all the agencies, ED, CBI, IT, the India Alliance has been able to put up a great show. Just look at the voting trend, look at the candidates. For example, I'm telling you in Bengal, BJP claimed that they will increase their number from 18 to 22 or maybe even more. But they have not been able to field the entire 42 candidates in all the seats in Bengal. Just 3 days before the first phase of election, the final candidate list was out. They were fielding the final candidates just 3 days before the start of the election. So on ground, the picture is different, but on TV and on the when you follow the statements by the BJP leaders, they are optimistic. They will be talking positively. But you can see from talking about Vikas, from talking about Kala Dhan, now they have fallen into Hindu-Muslim Mandir Masjid. That's the sign that they are losing.
आप एक बात बताओ, how do you guys do this? You script the narrative according to who you're talking about. So when it came to 2021 Bengal elections, you said सारे ticket पे दीदी है. how does it matter kaun candidate hai? Because on all tickets it is Didi, it is Mamata Banerjee on all the tickets. When it comes to Lok Sabha, where PM Modi himself is saying, "Aapka har ek vote mere paas aata hai. Don't worry about the candidate. Trust me. Sare ticket pe Modi hai." Then you turn it around and say, "Arey, they didn't even decide their candidate." So I'm just saying, this is phenomenal. This is a class act, and I must hand you that. This is a class act. When it comes to Didi, it's all about Didi. When it comes to Modi, it's all about the local candidate. So you twist the argument based on who we are talking about. We'll just pause here, ladies and gentlemen, and to our viewers, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, what will phase 1 do and how will it translate towards phase 2? That's on the 26th. And the impact of it. We'll start with Tausif and take it into our studio with the promise that our studio guests will be able to hear who are outside loud and clear. Stay with us.